Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to tell you today about how people from American Samoa should be U.S. citizens, and they're not. Now, it doesn't mean they're not Americans, but they should be U.S. citizens, and it's kind of a disgrace how the U.S. government's treating them. Let me explain this, okay? All right, people in American Samoa have a unique situation with the United States. American Samoa is an unincorporated U.S. territory, okay? The people in American Samoa are U.S. nationals, but they're not U.S. citizens, okay? They can move to the United States without restrictions, and they can go towards the path of citizenship. They can also enlist in the United States military without any problems, and many of them choose to do so. But they cannot vote in the presidential elections when they get to the United States unless they obtain citizenship. They also can't vote in the presidential primaries. Okay? And people in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands and Guam, they're U.S. citizens by birth. They're from a U.S. territory, but they can't vote in the main election, but they can vote in the primaries. But people from American Samoa cannot do that. Basically, all American Samoa has is that they have a non-voting member of Congress that they send to address the grievances. Okay? This is why it's disgraceful. Okay? In 2016, the Supreme Court rejected a call for American Samoans to become U.S. citizens, but they should be, okay? The U.S. Army, their number one recruiting area is American Samoa, particularly per capita. The people from American Samoa, excuse me, I had to slip of the tongue right there, from American Samoa valiantly enlist in the United States military, okay? In the Iraq War, they had one of the highest per capita casualty rates, if not the highest, in the entire United States. And despite all that, there was not much of an anti-war movement in American Samoa. They wanted, whether they agreed with the war or not, the people of American Samoa wanted the soldiers to stay and finish the job and win it for the United States. Also, Flag Day is a holiday in American Samoa. The only other place in the United States where Flag Day is a recognized holiday where many people get off work is Pennsylvania. So as far as Flag Day goes, the two most patriotic places to celebrate it are American Samoa and the state of Pennsylvania. And for people to have that much patriotism and feeling about the United States needs to give them citizenship. Why they have not has just been beyond my comprehension, to be honest with you. And when many of their NFL players when many of their football players go on to play in the NFL or go on to play in Division I college, a lot of them do not get in a lot of trouble. They don't cause a lot of trouble. You don't hear a lot of scandals out of people like Troy Polamalu. You don't hear about a lot of that. And compared to I'm not going to say a lot, but a good percentage of African American and Caucasian football players, you hear a lot of crazy stories. You don't hear as much from the Samoan players in that. And the crime rate of American Samoa is actually very, very low. So why somebody's not going to give somebody citizenship on that has just been beyond my comprehension. But despite all that, they steadily enlisted in the U.S. military, and almost everybody in American Samoa has a family member or friend that has been in Iraq or Afghanistan. Mom said in Mississippi, I know a few people who've been, but it's not where every single family knows somebody who's in Iraq or Afghanistan. It doesn't work that way. I went to school at Auburn in Alabama. It doesn't work that way in Alabama either, at least when I was there. So anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.